Namaste to all. Ram Ram Ram. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnuhu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejas Vinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste to all. Ram Ram Ram. Today is the 26th class of Sundara Kandam. We are in Sarga 5. We completed the first half of Sarga 5 last week. Today we will do the second set of shlokas. Fairly short Sarga, but the shlokas in this Sarga are in the elongated form. So it took us a little while to learn the shloka and to understand the meaning as well. I will start with the dhyana shlokas. We will do the revision of what we learned in last class, and then we will do the new set. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Buddhirbalam yesho dhairyam nirbhayatvam arogata ajadyam vakpatutvam cha hanumat smaranad bhavet मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्. Namaste, Ram Ram. Sundarakandam, Panchama Sargaha, Rakshasi Rakshasa Darshanam, where Hanuman looks at different kinds of Rakshasas and Rakshasis in Lanka, and he is keenly observing them as well as their lifestyle, kind of evaluating the territory of his enemy. Yamini Bhagini.
Namaskaram, Mata.
Namaskar.
Shall I start, Mata?
Please do.
Panchama Sargaha Rakshasi Rakshasa Darshanam. Tatassa Madhyangatamam Shumantam Jyotsna Mitanam Mahadudvamantam Dadarsha Dhiman Divibhanumantam Goshthe Vrasham Mattamiva Brahmantam Lokasya Papani Vinashayantam Mahodadhim Shapi Samedhayantam Bhutani Sarvani Virajayantam Dadarshashitam Shumathabhiyantam Ya Bhati Lakshmi Bhuvi Mandarastha तथा प्रदोषेषु च सागरस्था तथैव तोयेषु च पुष्करस्था रराजसा चारुनिशाकरस्था हंसो यथा राजतपञ्जरस्थः सिंहो यथा मन्दरकन्दरस्थः वीरो यथा गर्वितकुञ्जरस्थः चन्द्रोऽपि बभ्राज तथाम्बरस्थः स्थितः ककुद्मानिव तीक्ष्णशृङ्गो महाचलश्वेत इवोच्चशृङ्गः हस्तीव जाम्बूनदबद्धशृङ्गो रराजचन्द्रः परिपूर्णशृङ्गः विनष्टशीताम्बुतुषारपङ्को महाग्रहग्राहविनष्टपङ्कः प्रकाशलक्ष्म्याश्रयनिर्मलाङ्को रराजचन्द्रो भगवान् शशाङ्कः शिलातलं प्राप्य यथा मृगेन्द्रो महारणं प्राप्य यथा गजेन्द्रः राज्यं समासाद्य यथा नरेन्द्रः तथा प्रकाशो विरराजचन्द्रः प्रकाशचन्द्रोदयनष्टदोषः प्रवृद्धरक्षः पिशिताशदोषः रामाभिरामेरितचित्तदोषः स्वर्गप्रकाशो भगवान् प्रदोषः तन्त्रीस्वनाः कर्णसुखाः प्रवृत्ताः स्वपन्थिनार्यः पतिभिः सुवृत्ताः नक्तञ्चराश्चापि तथा प्रवृत्ता विहर्तुमत्यद्भुतरौद्रवृत्ताः मत्तप्रमत्तानि समाकुलानि रथाश्वभद्रासनसङ्कुलानि वीरश्रिया चापि समाकुलानि ददर्श धीमान् स कपिः कुलानि परस्परं चाधिकमाक्षिपन्ति भुजांश्च पीनानधिनिक्षिपन्ति मत्तप्रमत्तानधिविक्षिपन्ति मत्तानि चान्योन्यमधिक्षिपन्ति रक्षांसि वक्षांसि च विक्षिपन्ति गात्राणि कान्तासु च विक्षिपन्ति रूपाणि चित्राणि च विक्षिपन्ति दृढानि चापानि च विक्षिपन्ति ददर्श कान्ताश्च समालपन्त्यः तथा परास्तत्र पुनस्वपन्त्यः क्रुद्धाः पराश्चापि विनिश्वसन्त्यः सुरूपवक्त्राश्च तथा हसन्त्यः महागजैश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुहृद्भिः रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. I could not find even one mistake, Bhagini. Is this the first time you're chanting? Did you go on mute? Can you please unmute?
Yes, Mata, this is the first time.
This
I'm
is the
chanting
first
here.
time. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Did you practice every day? I could not find. I was like, okay, 2 more slokas. Let her not make any mistake. Let her not make any mistake. The Mahapranaha, the endings, the Dvitva, Visargaha, everything was so perfect in your chanting. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you, Mata.
Excellent. It was excellent. Yeah,
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank you.
You have Guru's blessings. Keep it up.
Thank you.
I feel like a child who is given a toffee when somebody chants without any mistakes. I get so excited.
Mata, I listened to your audio and I practiced. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Is a very light way of saying it, but given that this is the first time, I think it was very beautiful, very beautiful. I think nothing
Thank
more
you.
is needed to show our devotion towards Bhagavan and sincerity towards anything that we undertake, right? I'm sure you've put in a lot of effort and it showed. Very proud of you, Bhagini. Keep it up.
Thank you, Mata. Thank you so
Ram Ram.
much. Ram Ram, Mata.
Revati Bhagini.
Namaste, Vaniji.
Namaste, Ram Ram. You
Ram
are
Ram.
joining us from USA?
Yeah.
What time is it now?
Now it's 6:15.
Okay, early morning. Oh, you're starting your day with wonderful Sundarakandam.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. I know it's harder for members who are in the US to join our classes due to the timings. Okay. We'll start with the 15th one. Buddhi pradhanan ruchirabhidhanan
Buddhi pradhanan ruchirabhidhanan
samshraddhadanan jagatah pradhanan
samshraddadanan jagatav pradhanan.
Very good. Nana vidhanan ruchirabhidhanan
Nana vidhanan ruchirabhidhanan
ददर्शतस्यां पुर्यातु धानान्
ददर्शतस्यां पुर्यादुद्धानान्
बुद्धिप्रदानान् रुचिराभिधानान् संश्रद्धधानान् जगतः प्रधानान्
बुद्धिप्रधानान् रुचिराभिदाहनान् संश्रद्धदानान् जगदः प्रधानान्.
Very good. नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुर्यातु धानान्
नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुर्यादुद्धानान्.
Very good. Correct. ननन्द दृष्ट्वा स च तान् सुरूपान्
ननन्द दृष्ट्वा स च तान् सुरूपान्
नानागुणानात्मगुणानुरूपान्. So it has both the stressing and the rolling and the non-rolling na. So we have to watch out. Naanaguणानात्मगुणानुरूपान्
नानागुणानात्मनमरुणानुरूपान्.
One more time. Naanaguणानात्मगुणानुरूपान्
नानागुणानात्मगुणानुरूपान्.
Correct. Take a pause at Atma. Naanaguणानात्मगुणानुरूपान्
नानागुणात्मगुणानुरूपान्.
No, you missed a na there. One more time.
Nana gunanatma gunanurupan.
Correct. Vidyotamanan satadanurupan.
Vidyotamanan satadanurupan.
Dadarshakaംಶ್ಚಿಚ್ಚ punarvirupan.
Dadarshakamaschicha punarvirupan.
No, there is a mistake there. One more time. Dadarsha.
Dadarshaschicha
Hmm?
punarvirupan.
Dadarsha.
Dadarshakama. Dadarshakam. Sorry, சின்னதா இருக்கு.
Kamಶ್ಚಿಚ್ಚ.
Dadarshakam shishcha punarvirupan.
Dadarshakaंश्चिच्च punarvirupan.
Dadarshakam shishcha punarvirupan.
Correct. Nananda drishtva sachatan surupan nana gunanatma gunanurupan.
Nananda drishtva sachachan surupan nana gunanatma gunanurupan.
Vidyotamanan satadanurupan dadarshakaंश्चिच्च punarvirupan.
Vidyotamanan satatanurupan dadarshakaംश्चिच्च punarvirupan.
Correct. Can you do the second line one more time?
Yeah. Vidyotamanan. Sorry. The page. Sorry. Vidyotamanan satatanurupan dadarshakaंश्चिच्च punarvirupan.
Very good. Tato vararha suvishuddha bhavaha.
Tato vararha shuvisuddhabhavaha.
How do you say the visargaha there? Tato vararha suvishuddha bhavaha.
Vararhar har.
Vararhas. You have to say the is sakaraha there.
Yeah. Tato vararhat shuvisuddhabhavaha.
One more time.
Tato vararhat shuvisuddhabhavaha.
One more time. Listen to me. Tato vararha suvishuddha bhavaha.
Tato vararhat shuvisuddhabhavaha.
Tesham striyastatra mahanubhavaha.
Tesham striyastatra mahanubhavaha.
Priyeshu paneshu cha saktabhava.
Priyeshu baneshu sakyabhava. Saktabhava, sorry.
Correct.
Priyeshu baneshu cha saktabhava.
Dadarshitara iva suprabhavaha.
Dadarshadara iva suprabhavaha.
Very good. Tato vararha suvishuddha bhavaha. Tesham striyastatra mahanubhavaha.
Tato vararhas suvisuddhabhavaha. Desham striyastatra Mahanubhavaha.
What is this? What is what is
Desham.
Tesham, not Desham.
Tesham.
Tesham.
Okay.
One more time.
Tatovararhas Suvisuddhabhavaha Desham.
Tesham.
Tesham striyastatra mahanubhavaha.
Very good. Priyeshu paneshu cha saktabhava dadarshatara iva suprabhavaha.
Priyeshu baneshu cha saktabhava dadarsha tara iva suprabhavaha.
Correct. Very good. Don't worry about the tune. Shriya jwalanti srapayopagudhaha.
Shriya jwalantis trapayokakudha.
One more time. Shriya so there is a dutva here. Shriya jwalanti. So there is a is here. Right?
Mhm.
Strapayopagudha.
Shriya jalantis trapayokakudha.
One more time.
Shriya jwalantis trapayokakudha.
Nishithakale ramanopagudhaha.
Nishitakaale ramanopagudhaha.
Dadarsha kaschit pramadopagudha.
Dadarsha kaschit pramadopagudha.
Very good. Yatha vihangah kusumopagudhaha.
Yata vihangaha kusumopagudhaha.
How do you say the visargaha here? Yatha vihangah. You say a ih there. Yatha vihangah kusumopagudhaha.
Yata vihangah kusumopagudhaha.
Last word.
Gudhaha.
Last word fully.
Kusumopagudhaha.
It should be kusumopagudhaha.
Kusumopagudhaha.
Not shakaraha, sakaraha, like sarpaha.
Kusu.
Kusuma. Kusuma means flower. Shriya jwalanti strapayopagudha nishitha kale ramanopagudhaha.
Shriya jwalantis trapayopagudha nishitakale ramanopagudhaha.
Very good. Dadarsha kaschit pramadopagudha yatha vihangah kusumopagudhaha.
Dadarsha kaschit pramadopagudha yatha vihangah kusumopagudhaha.
Excellent. Anyaf punar harmya. So this is a little tricky. So you have a anyaf. There is a if pronunciation here. Punar. So punar harmya. Ha ir imya. Anyaf punar harmya talopavishtaha.
Anyaf punarharmyatalopavistaha.
Tatra priyangeshu sukho bhavishtaha.
Tatra priyankeshu sukho bhavistaha.
भर्तुः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टा
भर्तुः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टा
तदर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः
ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः
अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्गेषु सुखोपविष्टाः
अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टा no sorry लोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः.
Very good. 1 second, Bagni. 1 second. भर्तुः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टा तदर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः
भर्तुः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टा ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः.
Very good. अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः. So here there is a ich pronunciation and there is a dvitva pronunciation here. अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः.
अप्रावृत्ताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः.
Very good. काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः.
काश्चित् परार्धयास्तपनीयवर्णाः.
Very good. Parardhyastapaniya Correct. Very good. One more time. Kaschit.
काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः.
Very good. Punascha kaschitcha shalakshmavarnaha.
पुनश्च काश्चिच्च सलक्ष्मवर्णाः.
Shasha. It's actually Shasha Lakshma Varnaha. But there is a, because of a sandhi that sha becomes cha. So Punascha kaschitcha. You are not supposed to stop there, but the sh becomes tricky. Punascha kaschitcha shalakshmavarnaha.
पुनश्च काश्चिच्च सलक्ष्मवर्णाः.
कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः.
कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः.
Very good. 1 second, just 1 second. अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः.
अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः.
पुनश्च काश्चिच्छ शलक्ष्मवर्णाः. I'll do this one more time. पुनश्च काश्चिच्छ शलक्ष्मवर्णाः कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः.
Okay. Punascha kaश्चिच्च salakshmavarnaha कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः.
Very good. ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान्
ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान्
सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः
सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रशमीक्ष्य रामाः
गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामा
गृहेषु कृष्टाः परमाभिरामा
हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः
हरिप्रवीरः सततर्ष रामाः
ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान् सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः
ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान् सुप्रीतियुक्ता प्रशमीक्ष्य रामाः
गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामा हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः
गृहेषु कृष्टाः नो सारी
हृष्टाः
गृहेषु कृष्टाः परमा
hold on. Griheshu Hrishtav par
ओके
pronunciation.
ओके गृहेषु कृष्टाः
One
परमाभिरामा
second. Bhagini, one second.
हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः
Okay. What is this word? Second word.
कृष्टा
Huh?
कृष्टा
Hrishta. I am hearing Krishta. I'm
इल्ल
hearing
हृष्टा हृष्टा
Hrishtav.
गृहेषु
Ah,
गृहेषु हृष्टाः ತರ
you don't say the visargaha there. Griheshu Hrishtav.
हृष्टाः गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामा हरिप्रवीरः हरिप्रवीरः सततश रामाः
Very good. I love how slowly you take one pada at a time. Very good. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramalah
चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि वक्त्रमालाः
vakrakshi pakshmascha. So there is a iksha here. Vakrakshi pakshmascha sunetramalaha.
वक्राशि पश्माश्च वक्राक्षि
Vakrakshi. It is actually vakrakshi pakshmascha.
वक्रासि पक्ष्माश्च
Ikshi, like Kamakshi, you have to say. Vakrakshi pakshmascha.
वक्राक्षि पक्ष्माश्च
Sune.
करेक्टा
Better. Vakrakshi pakshmascha.
वक्राक्षि पक्ष्माश्च
And I am hearing she. Vakrakshi, like Kamakshi.
वक्राक्षि पक्ष्माश्च
Correct. Sunetramalaha.
सुनेत्रमालाः
Vibhushananancha. Again here, na. Vibhushananancha dadarshamalah.
विभूषणानाञ्च ददर्शमालाः
शतह्रदानामिव चारुमालाः
शतहृदानामिव चारुमालाः
This is hra, not hr. Shatahradanamiva. Hradaha is generally lake. Shatahradanamiva charumalaha.
शतह्रतानामिव चारुमालाः
चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि वक्त्रमालाः वक्राक्षिपक्ष्माश्च सुनेत्रमालाः
चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि वक्त्रमालाः वक्राक्षि पक्षमाश्च
not Purnasha.
माश्च माश्च
Read Vakra.
वक्राक्षि पक्षमाश्च
In here there is a dot on the top. So this is
पक्ष
Paksh, not Paksha.
वक्राक्षि पश्माश्च सुनेत्रमालाः
Vakrakshi Pakshmaschcha.
वक्राक्षि पक्ष्माक्ष पक्ष्माश्च
Pakshmaschcha. In Tamil we say Paksham, right? So that, right, Pakshmaschcha.
पक्ष्माश्च सुनेत्रमालाः
विभूषणानां च ददर्शमालाः शतहृदानामिव चारुमालाः
विभूषणानां च तदर्शमालाः शतहृतानामिव चारुमालाः
न त्वेव सीतां परमाभिजाताम्
न त्वेव सीतां परमाभिजाताम्
पथि स्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
पतिस्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजाताम्
लतां प्रबुल्लामिव साधुजाताम्
Ram, is my voice audible? I'm not able to hear Revati Bhagini.
இல்ல உங்க வாய்ஸ் கேட்கல.
Ram,
I couldn't hear you.
okay, can we try now?
Now it's okay.
Okay. Natvev सीतां परमाभिजाताम्
न त्वेव सीतां परमाभिजाताम्
पथि स्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
पतिस्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजाताम्. This pha alone is Mahapranah there. Latam praphullamiv sadhujatam.
लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजाताम्
Dadarsh tanvim manasabhijatam.
ददर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजाताम्
One more time.
ददर्श तन्वीं
Not sir. Dadarsh.
yeah तन्वीं
Dadarsh.
yes ददर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजाताम्
The first time when you said it, I heard sir. Dadarsh sir.
oh okay ददर्श
Sha, like Shiva Sha. Dadarsh tanvim manasabhijatam.
ददर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजाताम्
Natve eva सीतां परमाभिजाताम् पथि स्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
न त्वेव सीतां परमाभिजातां पतिस्थिते राजकुले प्रजाताम्
लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजातां तदर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजाताम्
लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजातां ददर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजाताम्
वेरी गुड सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम्
सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम्
रामे क्षणान्तां मदनाभिविष्टाम्
रामेश नान्तां मदनाभिविष्टाम्
one more time
रामेक्षणात्मा रामेक्षणान्तां मदनाभिविष्टाम्
very good भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम्
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमतनुप्रविष्टाम्
correct there is a ish there Shri this is Shri
श्री
Lakshmi that Shri
Yeah.
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम्
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमतनुप्रविष्टाम्
स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
सदा विशिष्टाम्
सदा विशिष्टाम्
शकारः श
विशिष्टाम्
विशिष्टाम्
सदा विशिष्टाम्
सदा
सदा सदा वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
स्त्री भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् रिपीट ओनली द सेकेंड पार्ट स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
करेक्ट वेरी गुड सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् रामे क्षणान्तां मदनाभिविष्टाम्
सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् रामे क्षणान्ताम् मदनाभिविष्टाम्
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम्
one more time
भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनु
there you don't say the is you should say ish bharturmanash
मनः भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमतनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम्
last two words
सदा विशिष्टाम्
correct sada vishishtam there is three here so it is the
The.
sada be shivasha sada vishishtam
सदा विशिष्टाम्
correct उष्णार्दितां सानुसृतास्रकण्ठीम्
उष्णार्तितां सानुश्रुतास्रकण्ठीम्
सृष्टि सृतास्रकण्ठीम्
सानुश्रुतास्रकण्ठीम्
correct पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीम्
पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीम्
सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीम्
सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीम्
वेरी गुड वने प्रवृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीम्
वने प्रवृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीम्
उष्णार्दितां सानुसृतास्रकण्ठीम् पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीम्
उष्णार्तितां सानुसृताश्रकण्ठीम् पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीम्
सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीम् वने प्रवृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीम्
सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीम् वने प्रवृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीम्
All the th here are Mahapranas. Neelakanthi.
कण्ठीम्
Correct. Avyaktarekhaamiv chandrarekham.
अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम्
Very good. Pam supradigdhamiv hemarekham.
पां सुप्रदिक्तामिव हेमरेखाम्
Shataprarudhamiv banarekham.
Is it Shakta or Shata?
Shata.
Yeah.
You don't
Shata.
say shata like 100, you say iksha. So ikshata.
Okay.
Shata.
शतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम्
वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम्
वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम्
अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम् पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखाम्
अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम् पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखाम्
वेरी गुड शतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम् वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम्
शतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम् वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम्
वेरी गुड सीतामपश्यन्मनुजेश्वरस्य
सीतामपश्यन्मनुजेश्वरस्य
रामस्य पत्नीं वदताम्बरस्य
रामस्य पत्नीं वदताम्बरस्य
बभूव हतश्चिरस्य. So this one hतश्चिरस्य long. बभूव हतश्चिरस्य
बभूव दुःखाभिहतश्चिरस्य
प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य
प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य
सीतामपश्यन्मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदताम्बरस्य
सीतामपश्यन्मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदताम्बरस्य
बभूव दुःखाभिहतश्चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्दैवाचिरस्य
बभूव दुःखाभिहतश्चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य
वेरी गुड इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकीये आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे
इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे
राक्षसी राक्षसदर्शनं नाम पञ्चमः सर्गः सम्पूर्णः।
राक्षसी राक्षसदर्शनं नाम पञ्चमः सर्गः
पञ्चमः सर्गः
पञ्चमः सर्गः
पञ्चमः सर्गः
पञ्चमः सर्गः
No. So this is a visargah. What is the next akshara here? What is this?
Is sa.
Sa. So you have to say is here. Panchamas sargah.
Panchamas sargah sampurnaha.
Very good. Very good. Very well repeated, Ji. Very well repeated.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ram Ram.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
Right. Though this is a short sarga, I think it has little bit of convoluted words here with respect to Mahaprana and Alpaprana. So it makes it a little challenging. Very nicely repeated, Revati ji. Excellent. Especially given that you were looking at the Tamil text and you were repeating. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ram. Okay. I'm going to try doing this once, and then if there are any clarifications, we can redo that. बुद्धिप्रधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् संश्रद्धधानान् जगतः प्रधानान् नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातु धानान्. One more time. बुद्धिप्रधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् संश्रद्धधानान् जगतः प्रधानान् नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातु धानान्. ननन्द दृष्ट्वा स च तान् सुरूपान् नानागुणानात्मगुणानुरूपान् विद्योतमानान् सतदानुरूपान् तदर्शकांश्चिच्च पुनर्विरूपान् ततो वरार्हासु विशुद्धभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः प्रियेषु पानेषु च सक्तभावा ददर्श तारा इव सुप्रभावाः श्रिया ज्वलन्ती स्त्रपयोपगूढा निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढा यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्गेषु सुखोपविष्टाः भर्तुः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टा ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चिच्च that is a tough one. Punascha kaschich shalakshmavarnaha. Punascha kaschit. I would actually do punascha kaschit shashalakshmavarnaha. That is a better split there. It is kaschit. Kaschit. So yeah, the split is tough there because you don't stop at kaschitcha lakshma. It is actually shasha lakshma varnaha. So I feel very unsettled when I stop there. Punascha kaschitcha shalakshma varnaha kanta prahina ruchiranga varnaha punascha kaschitcha Shalakshmavarnaha Kantaprahina Ruchirangavarnaha Kaschit. It is actually Kaschit Shasha Lakshmavarnaha. We would have been better if we had split there, I think. Punascha Kaschit Shasha Lakshmavarnaha. Tatah priyan prapya manobhiraman सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामा हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि वक्त्रमालाः वक्राक्षिपक्ष्माश्च सुनेत्रमालाः विभूषणानाञ्च ददर्शमालाः शतह्रदानामिव चारुमालाः. I'll do this one more time. I think I went a little fast. Chandra prakashascha hi vaktramalah vakrakshi pakshmascha sunetramalah vibhushananancha विभूषणानाञ्च ददर्शमालाः शतह्रदानामिव चारुमालाः न त्वेव सीतां परमाभिजातां पथि स्थिते राजकुले प्रजातां लतां प्रफुल्लामिव साधुजातां ददर्श तन्वीं मनसाभिजातां सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टां रामे क्षणान्तां मदनाभिविष्टां भर्तुर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टां स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् उष्णार्दितां सानुसृतास्रकण्ठीं पुरा वरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीं सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीं वने प्रवृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीम् अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखां पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखां क्षतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखां वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखां सीतामपश्यन् मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदताम्बरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहतश्चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्दैवाचिरस्य इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकीये आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे राक्षसी राक्षसदर्शनं नाम पञ्चमः सर्गः सम्पूर्णः. I don't know how many of you noticed something unique in this sarga. Something which we have not seen till now. Pragnya Bagni has mentioned this in YouTube chat. Anybody here? Each pada ends with the same ending. Ruchirabhi dhanan, pradhanan. Again, abhidhanan, yatu dhanan, rupan, 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 rupan. How beautiful the composition is and how well versed the composer must be to write an entire sarga. Just the Rakshasa Rakshasi Darshanam, using lovely endings for each pada. Okay, so 26. Okay. Avyakta rekhamiva chandra rekham pamsu pradigdhamiva hema rekham. Shata. You don't say it shata, you say shata. Prarudhamiva bana rekham. Vayu prabhinnamiva megha rekham. Saraswati ji, I hope it was clear now. Avyakta rekhamiva. I wish I had recorded this differently. We can actually split here. Kaschit sa chittana prayogaha sha. And there is a Chatvasati happening there. Punascha kaschit shasha lakshma varnaha. I like this better. Kaschittam. Kaschit shasha lakshma varnaha. So kaschittam. I need a itta. Kaschittam. And shasha. Shasha is white here. So punascha kaschit shasha lakshma varnaha. We can say it except that you can't stop it at punascha kaschischa shasha sha lakshma varnaha. That would be a wrong split. So I think we are better off splitting the word here. Punascha kaschit shasha lakshma varnaha. So there is the Shutva Sandhi and then Chatva Sandhi happening. Mm. 27. Sitama Pashyan Manujeshwarasya Ramasya Patnin Badatam Varasya. Sitama Pashyan. Sitam Apashyan Manujeshwarasya Ramasya Patnin Badatam Varasya. Second line. Babhuva Dhukkabhi Hataschirasya Plavangamo Manda Iva Chirasya. Iva Achirasya. Iva Achirasya. Pushpa Bagni, I hope that was clear. 27, 15. buddhi pradhanan ruchirabhidhanan. Samshraddha, it is iddha here. Samshraddha dhanan jagataf pradhanan. Nana vidhanan ruchirabhi danan dadarsha tasyam puriyatu dhanan. Pashyan, yes. So, which number was that? 20? Last one, is it? Sitam apashyan. Manujeshwarasya. There is a Shatru Pratyaya there. So Pashyan, Sitam apashyan. I think I clarified all of them, 26, 27, 15. I don't think there is any ask in YouTube. Okay. I will upload the recordings. I think once you listen to them, it will get easier. This is slightly, I wouldn't say tough. It is just that, and also just maintaining that energy throughout because the lines are so big. So maintaining the same tempo throughout, same tune throughout, and then one share extra in Tamil 20. Let me check. Correct. So it should be this shirt. And I should delete this. Thank you, Shaji. Kashchit Shasha Lakshma Varanaha. Correct. Good catch. She's one of the people who helps with the audio as well as text verification. She has great attention to detail and eye for errors. Usually they say it for teachers. Being a doctor, I think she has great attention to even small things here and there. I remember my mother being a teacher, whenever I used to write letters to her, she used to correct and send back the grammatical errors. Teachers are generally like that. Okay, we'll go to the meaning part. Nitya Bhagini, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram, Vaniji. So, before entering into the fifth Sarga, a small gist of the fourth Sarga. So, in the fourth Sarga, Hanuman was looking at the army. He saw the Rakshasas in different forms, carrying different kinds of weapons. And also, we saw that the kind of palace which Ravana was living and how it was sealed and all. And also, the time when Hanuman landed in Lanka was during the sunset time, that is when the night set in. Okay, so coming to Sarga 5. The first 7 shlokas in Sarga 5 talks about moon, how the moonlight is, how it is shining, how Hanuman feels about the moonlight. Then 8 to 14 shlokas talks about during that time how the Rakshasas were, what situation the Rakshasas were in. So the first shloka, Jyotsana is the moonlight. So the first shloka describes how moon brought joy to the place. So the moon was shining brightly. So here the keywords are like Madhyangatam. Madhyangatam is in the vast entire sky. The moon was round and in the center of the sky. And Amshumantam, it was full of radiant rays. And Banumantam. Banu generally talks about sun, but here it is referred to moon. It is like the sun, if it had to shine at night, how it would be. So the rays of the moon was in such a way that if sun had to shine during night, how it would be. That's how the moon was. So there is a comparison here in the second line. Goshte Vrisham Matta Niva Brahmantam. So there is a comparison here. Goshte is cow shed, Vrisham is bull. Mattam Iva Brahmantam. Brahmantam is roaming. So in the cow shed, if there is a bull, in the cow shed which is full of cows, how it would be. That is how the moon was moving. So the moonlight was spreading in the sky in such a way that it looked like an intoxicated bull which was roaming freely in a cow shed which was full of cows. So that is the first shloka. Okay. The second shloka is Lokasya Papani. So the moon, it was shining in such a way that the papam or the darkness, it was removing the darkness and it was shining brightly. The papam of the people in the loka was eradicated. It was removed. It was destroying all the papam of the people, and the calmness and serenity comes. And it was moving forward, Abhiyantam. So the moon was shining in such a way on all the beings in the world. Bhutani Sarvani. So third shloka, Nishakarasta. So the one that brings beauty in the night. So that is, there are three comparisons here. One is a divine beauty which shines on divine Mantara mountain, so which brings prosperity. Second is during the Pradosha Kalam, during the twilight period. So how in the Sagaram, in the Toyeshu, in the water, how the feel would be. That is the second one. And the third is in a pond where it is filled with lotus, what sort of enjoyment and merriment it will give. So these three are compared in this particular shloka. So all these are connected to Lakshmi. Lakshmi hi bhuvi. So divine beauty it brings during the Pratosha Kalam, and the prosperity which Lakshmi brings to the world. Same beauty is brought out by the moon in the night. Fourth one. So here also there are three examples given. Hamsaha yata rajata pancharam. So a swan which is in the silver cage, how it will be, how it will enhance the look. So the Hamsa, it is already in white color. It is in the silver colored cage. How the beauty will be enhanced. That is the first example. The next is the lion in the cave of Madhura mountain. How glowing it would be. And third is a person who is mounted on the elephant, Kunjaraha. How proud and majestic look he would have. Similarly, the moon also was shining bright in the Ambaraha, in the sky. It was shining brightly in the sky. That is the fifth one. Sorry, that is the fourth one. Fifth shloka is Paripurna Shringaha. So the full moon is described here. Dikshna. It had sharp peaks. It looked like great mountain with tall peaks, and also white elephant. White elephant with decorations and all. So how the kind of brilliance and the pride and the happiness it will bring with the elephant, the decorated elephant, how it would be. That's how the moon looked like. That is the fifth one. Sixth one is Bhagavan Shashankaha. Shashankaha is also moon, so name of the moon. It is shining in such a way that there are no blemishes or deformities. It is shining very brightly in such a way that there are no deformities or blemishes. Due to eclipse or due to some dew or frost, there might be some blemishes or deformity caused. But the moon, it was shining in such a way that it was not showing any blemishes or deformity. And it showed as though it belonged to a prosperous quality. Nirmalam, serene and spotless. That is the sixth one. Seventh shloka, there is a comparison here. Mriga Indra, king of animals. The lion, where if it reaches a rocky surface, how it will raise its head and it will show its power. So the lion which stands at the tip of the rocky surface, how it shows the power. And the elephant, if it reaches the battlefield, Maharanyam. So if it reaches the battlefield, how it will not show any shyness and it will be ready to fight. And also the king, the moment he attains the Rajyam, how proud he'll be, how happy he will be, what sort of brilliance he will show. So in such a way, the moon is shining, Virarajaha. It is shining and moving around in such a way. That is the seventh one. Eighth one is Bhagavan Pradoshaha. In Pradosha Kalam, so till now, till seventh shloka, all the explanations were related to moon. So coming to the eighth one, so in the Pradosha Kalam, so without any blemishes, the moon was shining. Pravita Rakshasa. So night, when the night comes, the Rakshasas also, they also become happy. Pishitasha, so that is the meat eaters. They are the meat eaters, and they are also very happy as the night comes in. So Abhirama is free from any kind of dosha. The moon is coming in such a way that it removes all the doshas, and the heaven was being illuminated in such a way that any fault one would experience were all removed. So, and the Rakshasa's activity also would increase at this time. That is the eighth one. So in the ninth one, Karna Sukhaha. So there is a sound which is heard, and it is very pleasing to the ears. And also women. So Naryaha. So women, they were happy and they were with their pati. They were with their husbands in a comfortable manner. That is the first line. The second line is contradictory. It's just the opposite. So in the second line, Naktan Charas Chapi. So here the Rakshasas, they are getting excited and they are in a very fierce manner and roaming around. So the first line talks about the pleasant music which is being heard, and women, maybe the upper caste women who are very comfortable with their husbands. And the second line talks about the fierce looking Rakshasas who are roaming around in the streets in that time. So that is the 9th shloka. And 10th shloka, here Hanuman sees that there is a change in the environment. There is a sound of Ratha, Ashva, and the people, the intoxicated, the people who have consumed, the Rakshasas who consumed alcohol at that time, they were all behaving in a different manner. Sama Kulani, they were all in groups. Some were in the horses, some were sitting in Bhadrasanam in a luxurious seat, and they were all intoxicated. And the after effects of alcohol was all shown here. They were not able to control their emotions. They were all carefree, careless, and all. So Matta Pramattani. So that is the keyword here. So they were all intoxicated, and in that status, how they would behave. So no, they were not able to control their emotions. So coming to 11th shloka. So how they were behaving among themselves. They were accusing each other. They were flinging their arms to show power, using abusive language, insulting, and they were mocking at each other. And they were showing their power amongst themselves. And the ruthless and careless behavior of the Rakshasas has been explained in the shloka. 12th is how the Rakshasas, they showed their power to the women there. They were showing their chest, and they were exhibit Vikshipanti. So they were exhibiting what they were doing. So to Kanta, to women, how they were showing, they were projecting, and they were showing their appearance. They were showing how they were firm and strong, showing their weapons and all, flaunting themselves and their power in front of women, showing off their body, and it shows that their body and mind is not in their control. So that is 12th. 13th, Hanuman was looking at the reaction of women. So when Rakshasas were behaving in this way, how the women, they reacted looking at the Rakshasas. So some of them were talking among themselves, some of them were sleeping, some of them were showing their anger, and some were laughing, and some were as though they don't care of what they do. So some emotions which the women they were showing looking at the Rakshasas. 14th shloka. So how the entire scenario, how it looked like, it was looking as though it was filled. It was a lake filled with serpents. So the palace looked as though it had a lot of elephants. It was filled with trumpeting elephants, and there were warriors, and they were breathing heavily. They were showing their tiredness, and they were also ready to face anything. Overall, the environment looked as though it was a lake filled with serpents. The entire city was looking as though it was a lake filled with serpents. So some creepy feeling was shown here. That is 14th shloka.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, Nityaji. Excellent. Thank you so much. She's gone deep into the understanding. I think we ask her to just do the Padacheda and explain. I think Nityaji will be able to do it now. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ram Ram. Beautiful explanation in her own style. Okay, so the continuation of how the Sarga is titled Rakshasi Rakshasa Darshanam. That is continued from the 15th shloka. So he continues to see the Rakshasas and the Rakshasis in Lanka. Buddhi Pradhanan, Ruchira Abhidhanan, Samshraddha Dhanan, Jagataha Pradhanan, Nana Vidhanan, Ruchira Abhidhanan, Dadarsha Tasyam Puri Yatu Dhanan. So what kind of Rakshasas? Yatu Dhanan here means the Rakshasas, the demons who live, or they are the main people who live, and Lanka is kind of their territory. But whenever we think of Rakshasas, we know there is one evil connotation that automatically comes into our mind. But Hanuman sees that not all the Rakshasas, not just they were evil, but they were also clever in some sense. Buddhi here refers to the intelligence. Ruchira Abhidanan, they were also very capable beings. Whatever they undertake, they were capable of delivering and completing the task. Some Shraddha, they also had the ability to do anything with complete Shraddha, full of faith. Jagata Pradhanan, they were the main ones who were the main Rakshasas in the Bhumi, in the Jagat. Nana Vidhanan, Ruchira Abhidanan. So they were of such various kinds. Some were attractive to look at, some were formidable to look at, some did exhibit certain kind of buddhi. They also had the ability to do their tasks with like complete faith. Dadarsha Tasyam Puri, in that city, Hanuman, he saw, what did he see? He saw such vividhan, nana vidhanan, such different kinds of yatu dhanan, different kinds of rakshasas. So Valmiki Maharishi is trying to say that when you think of Rakshasa, they are not like murkas. They might be evil in nature, but it is not like, they are mindless brutes. They do exhibit certain kind of intelligence, or a better word would be like, cleverness in the way they execute things. And they are not ignorant. They don't do things blindly. They exhibit certain kind of shraddha when they undertake tasks. So that is noticed by Hanuman here. Nananda drishtva sa saha cha tan surupan nana guna atma gunanu rupan vidyota manan saha tada anurupan dadarsha kamschit cha punaha virupan. So different kind of rakshasas that he saw, and when he was seeing, automatically surupan, sa in general in Sanskritam denotes something which is nice, pleasing, good. Su agatam, swagatam. So a warm welcome, a good welcome, nice welcome. That is the meaning. Suputra means somebody who is good, a child who is good. Suputra. Surupan. So Hanuman, on seeing some good-looking Rakshasas, he felt happy to see that. He expected to see Virupam there, but on the other hand, he is actually seeing even Rakshasas who are kind of good-looking. And he also saw certain Rakshasas, and he was able to decipher that from their behavior. Gunatma means somebody who has good traits. Gunanurupan, they were actually exhibiting good qualities. Vidyotamanan. They had these Rakshasas also were shining in nature. In general, whenever we picture Rakshasas in our mind, dark, with like horns, with protruding teeth, gory to look at, fierceful, fiery, kind of repulsive to look at. But then Hanuman was able to spot Rakshasas who had pleasing rupa. Not just externally, they also seemed to carry some good traits. They were shining in nature. Tada anurupan. So anurupam means somebody who can actually be admired. So he was actually seeing Rakshasas who were even also had admirable traits. Dadarsha kamschitcha punarvirupan. So he also saw, again, when he turned around, he also saw certain Rakshasas who were not very nice, pleasing to look at. So this basically establishes that our life is full of extremes, right? No one place, no one person is like fully good, fully having great qualities, always bright and beautiful to look at, always doing the right thing. Not possible. So even a dharmic country would have a higher percentage of dharma and maybe, adharma here and there, but adharma will be there. Similarly, Lanka, which is an adharmic Rashtram, a Rajyam, also has good looking, intelligent, good Rakshasas with good characteristics, good gunas, nice to look at, somebody whom we can even admire. So life is full of, both the good and the evil, the noble and the terrible. That is what Valmiki is trying to establish here. And he is also indirectly telling us to look beyond what we see, right? Appearance is one thing, but look beyond what is actually there. Of course, because it is ruled by a king who does not follow dharma, it does not justify the other Rakshasas, but then they are who they are. Tvitiya Bahuvachanam. Correct. All are Bahuvachanam, Rupan. So everybody who has a different kind of Rupa form. Tataha Vara Arhaha Suvishuddha Bhavaha Tesham Striyaha Tatra Mahanubhavaha Anubhavaha Priyeshu Paneshu Cha Sakta Bhavaha Dadarsha Taraha Iva Suprabhavaha. So again, Hanuman is now looking at the Stri, the women Rakshasas there. So he was able to see that somewhere Vishuddha Bhavaha, they were actually looking pure and good nature. Though they were Rakshasis, it did not look like they possessed unacceptable qualities. Vishuddha Bhavaha. Mahanubhavaha. They were actually quite graceful and nice to look at. Priyeshu Paneshu. Priya means the dear ones. And Panam here is generally it means drink. It could also mean the people whom they are with. Sakta Bhavaha. They were involved in that. Saktam means attached. Dadarsha Taraha Iva. They were actually shining like Tara is star. So he saw somewhat noble Rakshasis, pure Rakshasis, who displayed good qualities, who were immersed into Saktabhavaha, immersed into their deer. The deer is the pati here, and Panam. I think there was also drinking that was involved there. But when you look at these three Rakshasas, which is Rakshasis, they were shining like Tara because of the Vishuddha Bhava, right? So the inner quality of the Rakshasis is being displayed when in their external appearance. Like we say in Tamil, Agattin Alagu Mukhattil Theriyum. So what is inside is shown outside. So even though they are Rakshasis, they did have purity. They did show some kind of elegance and grace in their behavior. They were attached to their dear Pati, right? So at some level, they also exhibited Pativrata. But of course, they were indulged in drinking. And hence, given that these Rakshasis had certain good qualities, it looked as though they were shining like stars. So Prabhavam is brilliance. Shriya Jwalantihi Trapaya Upagudhaha Nishitha Kale Ramana Upagudhaha Dadarsha Kaschit Pramada Upagudhaha Yatha Bihangaha Kusumopagudhaha. So he saw different kinds of women here. Again, the continuation of the Rakshasis is given here. And there is an example or an upama. Jwalanti is shining. Trapayam is modesty. They were actually quite good natured. And even at midnight, they were beautiful to look at, and they were only with their loved ones. In the sense, each Rakshasi was with her Pati, her Rakshasa. Dadarsha Kaschit, Hanuman continued to see Pramada Upaguda. They were actually happy in nature. How did they look? Vihangaha. Vihanga is birds. When birds are attracted towards a beautiful flower, they would sink themselves into the flower, enjoying the beauty of the flower, enjoying the fragrance, or even a butterfly or a honey, when it is attracted, it would even doze off inside that flower because of the fragrance and the beauty and the nectar. So similarly, Hanuman saw some shining Rakshasis who were beautiful in nature. They were also modest and beautiful. They were with and embraced only by their Pati or the lover at night. And they were very happy to look at. How did they look at the upama here? Yatha, like what? Yatha means like what? Vihanga, birds, kusuma upagudaha. How a bird would be when it is surrounded by flowers. It would immerse itself in the joy of the fragrance and the beauty and the nectar and the brilliance and the shine and the color that a flower brings. So when there is a bunch of flowers, the kind of happiness that a bird would experience or a group of birds would experience, it looked like that. So as Hanuman was looking for Sita, he was also paying attention to each and every part of Lanka and each and every inhabitant of Lanka. So I think he wanted to understand his enemy's world, which is why this is explained in detail by Valmiki Maharshi. Anyaha punaha harmya tala upavishtaha tatra priya angeshu sukha upavishtaha bhartuhu priya dharma paraha nivishtaha dadarsha dhiman madana abhivishtaha. So Hanuman was looking at people enjoying sukha upavishtaha. They were into their bhokta. It was kind of a very, if I may use the word, a romantic kind of setup where there is moon and every Rakshasi was indulged in a closeness with her own Rakshasa. Of course, Panam was also involved. So there is kind of mattam that was being experienced, but they they did look like they were devoted to their respective Rakshasas. So Anyaha, he also saw some others, few others. Punaha, again, Tala Upavishta, they were seated on palaces, huge buildings. And then the terrace of those palaces. Tatra Priya Angeshu. Priya is dear. Sukha Upavishta. So they were with their dear husbands and they looked very comfortable and happy. Bhartuhu Priyaha Dharmaparaha. They were devoted to their husbands, husband Rakshasas in a very dharmic way. Nivishtaha. They established that they wanted to follow dharma with respect to the pati patni bhava. And Hanuman, the wise one, Dhiman, Madana Upavishtaha. He saw that everybody there was filled with love. It was kind of a mood of love because it was at night, the moonlight was there and pleasing sounds were there. The moon was in Purna Rupam and it was time for the couples to enjoy each other's company, and Rakshasas were no exception. Apravrittaha, Shamyatam, Apravrittaha Kanchana Raji Varanaha Kaschit Parardhyaha Tapaniya Varanaha Punaha cha Kaschit Shasha Lakshma Varanaha Kanta Prahinaha Ruchira Anga Varanaha. So Hanuman saw some women who, and here their color and complexion is being described. The Varana is being described here. So Apravritaha. So they were very skinnily dressed with minimum clothing. Kanchana, and some were golden, some were silver colored, but they looked extremely joyful and valuable with each other. Tapaniyam is again golden color. Shasha Lakshmana is moon-like. Shashakam is moon-like. Kanta again is brilliant to look at. The tejas one can experience. Ruchira Angavarnaha. So they all had very charming complexion. So some of the Rakshasis that Hanuman looked at, they were looking like golden lotus, brilliant with brilliant color. Some had shining silverish color, which looked moon-like. But in general, they had very minimal clothing, and some were with their husbands, with their pati, and some were separated. Here, Kanta Prahinaha. Prahinaha means somebody who was separated. So I think they were enjoying by themselves. But in general, all these Rakshasis had very charming look, Ruchiram, charming look. And Hanuman, we all know he is a celibate person. And, somebody who is practicing celibacy, looking at such Rakshasis, even though it's a different kula, sometimes it's nature of mind to feel some kind of attraction, to experience some kind of disturbance in the mind, to give in to temptation. But Hanuman's focus was unwavering. His only lakshya was to find Sita Mata. So the self-control that he exhibited here and the clarity that there could be anything in front of me. In fact, in the upcoming sargas, we will see when he crosses the palaces and he sees different kinds of food. I think one thing we all have trouble resisting is food. And especially Hanuman from the Vanara Kula. And how Hanuman exhibits self-control there. So the description is here at this point is given simply because to establish the kind of self-control Hanuman has or had, and the clarity of thinking and the purpose of life that he had in his mind, and he never deterred from that, even though it was not like he was not presented with options, but he chose not to be distracted. That is the beauty of a mind which is under our control and not us under the control of mind. Tataha priyan prapya manaha abhiraman supriti yuktaha prasamikshya ramaha griheshu krishtaha parama abhiramaha hari praviraha saha dadarsha ramaha. So here Rama is something that brings joy. Ramayate iti Ramaha. Always when you look at that person, it gives us a lot of joy. It brings happiness to our mind. So Hanuman was able to see that women were there with their beloved ones. So Tataha Priyan Prapya. Manaha Abhiraman. So he actually saw these women who were with their beloved. Supriti Yuktaha. They were quite happy, and they established that they were very affectionate towards each other. Prasamikshya Ramaha. So these women, here the karta is the women. The women having reached or having being with the Prapya here with their beloved, they were very happy, and they were happy, and so were their beloved. So Manaha Abhiraman refers to the beloved with whom they were. Griheshu Krishtaha. So everybody in the house were very happy. Parama Abhiramaha. They were extremely nice, charming, pleasing to look at. It reflected the kind of emotion that they were experiencing. Hari Praviraha. Here the greatest among the Vanara. Thus, he was seeing all the Rakshasas and the Rakshasis who were extremely delighted, who were extremely thrilled. They were happy being with each other. So here, the same city of Lanka houses Sita, who is lamenting for her pati being separated from him. On the other hand, the entire city is happy being with their beloved. So at some point, is there empathy there? The kind of anguish that Sita must be experiencing away from Rama. Same with Rama. In contrast to that, everybody is involved in their own enjoyment and contentment and their own pleasure. So he feels like in a city where everybody is busy with their own happiness, satisfying their own love, it is important that he goes and looks for Sita, kind of feels that urgency to find and look for her. Next one. Chandraha Prakashaha cha hi Vakramalaha. Vakra Akshi Pakshmaha Sunetra Malaha. Vibhushananam cha Dadarsha Malaha Shata Hradanam Iva Charu Malaha. So he saw so many Rakshasis in front of him, and it looked like Chandra Prakasham. They were all so delighted. Vaktramala, their face looked like a Chandra, moonlit. Vakra, Akshi, Pakshma, they had charming, beautiful Akshi eyes and Pakshma, long eyelashes. Sunetra Malaha, beautiful eyes. Vibhushananancha, they had lots of ornaments. Dadarsha Malaha, Shatahrada. So it looked like a lake which is beautifully decorated, lake which is shining in nature. So he continues to see the enjoyment of every Rakshasa, Rakshasi couple there, and the love that they are exhibiting between each other is showing in their faces. So it looks brightly lit. They're very comfortable with each other. They are very dharmic in the sense that each Rakshasi is with her beloved. And that brings beauty with respect to the Rakshasis themselves. They have charming long eyes with like long eyelashes, sunetram, good eyes, pleasing eyes. They are well decorated. They want to impress and have a good time with their Rakshasa. So it looks like a well-lit 100. Shata is 100 lakes. Radha is lake. Na tu eva sitam parama abhijatam pathi sthite rajakule prajatam latam prafullam iva sadhu jatam dadarsha tanvim manasaha abhijatam. So Hanuman is experiencing a flash of Sita in his mind. So he is imagining how Sita will look. He did not see Sita there. But what kind of Sita? Parama Abhijatam. That is Sita Devi, who is extremely noble in nature. And she is the follower of Dharma. She belongs to Rajakula, Rajakule Prajatam, the Janaka Kula, where she was born. And she has nice structure. Lata here refers to a creeper which is blossoming. He's imagining that Rama's consort would be this way. Sadhu Jatam. She would be sattvic in nature, well-born in nature. Tanvi is slender. Manasa Abhijata. Even through her mind, I'm sure she is very noble in nature. So he's imagining how Sita would look. So his heart begins to experience some kind of pain here due to the disappointment of not being able to find Sita yet. And on contrary, he is looking at all these couples in front of him who are having a good time with each other. So his compassion for Sita, who is lamenting for Rama, is getting 1,000-fold. And he's imagining these are all Rakshasis who are generally lower born, who are generally considered that they are not very honest. They don't have good qualities. They don't have good virtues. But he is seeing that even them, they are quite bright to look at. They are noble in nature. Some are exhibiting good traits, beautiful to look at. Then imagine Sita, who is born in the Rajakula, who by nature is noble nature, who is slender to look at, beautiful to look at, being Rama's Bharya, Patni. And by her thoughts, by her mind, Manasa also, she is extremely pure, noble in nature. Sanatane Vartmani Sannivishtam Rama Ikshna Antam Madana Abhivishtam Bhartuhu Manaha Shrimat Anu Pravishtam Stribhyaha Varabhyaha Cha Sada Vishishtam. Sita, who was always in the path of Rama, Sanatane Vartmani, her path eternally was fixed. Sannivishtam was settled in whom? In only Rama. She was in deep love with Rama. Vartuhu Manaha. She has very clearly entered into Rama's heart, Rama's mana. How do we know that? When only Rama was asked to go to Kanakam, And Sita was not even there in the picture. Sita said, I don't want to live in Ayodhya. If Rama is not here, I don't want to live in Ayodhya. Where Rama is, that hut is my palace. Where Rama is, that Aranyam is my Ayodhya. And I will be his queen there. So it is very clear that they both mutually have won each other's hearts. So among the, one second, sorry. So Bartuhu Manaha. So in her husband's consort's heart, she is quite strongly held. She has deeply entered. Stribhyaha Varabhyaha. She is the best amongst the women. Sada Bishishtam. And she will always be one who is extremely distinguishing in nature. So Hanuman's search is not just for some ordinary Sita. She is Ramasya Patni, Rama's beloved, and they both have that love for each other. She is like the best among the women who is three form of dharma, who has great love for Rama. And hence, thinking of that, he is even more in haste to find Sita, the sense of urgency that Hanuman is experiencing. Ushnaha, no, the split will be Ushna Arditam Sa Anusrita Ashrakhantim Pura Vara Arha Uttama Nishka Kantim Sujata Pakshma Pakshmam Abhirakta Kantim Bane Pravrittam Iva Neela Kantim. So Hanuman is imagining how Sita would be, how she was and how she would be now. So when she was in Ayodhya as Rama's Bharya there, she was like a queen there, who is well decorated, having lots of beautiful ornaments. So Uttama Nishka Kantim. Kantim is around the neck. So around her neck, she would have had the finest of the jewelry. And Sujata Pakshma, again, she also has beautiful long eyelashes. So Hanuman is kind of imagining how Sita would be. In fact, Hanuman has not seen any Manusha Stri. I think his only Parichaya would have been Tara and Roma in Kishkinda, right? There is no way he would have actually encountered Stri in human form, but he is using his imagination to see if it were Rama's Patni, this is how she would be. So that Sita, who was once adorned with different kinds of jewelry, costly, finest jewelry around her ornaments around her neck, the one with beautiful eyelashes. And now how would it be? Ushna Arditam. She would be experiencing heat. Why? Because of the kind of pain. So in general, we know that whenever we are sad, when we get angry, heat is exhibited from our body, right? The body actually gives out heat. So it is the kind of Ushna that Sita would be giving now. Not just that, she would be completely stained because of the tears that she sheds. So in a Kanaka, how a lone bird would be there with a blue throat, right? Kind of like a choked kind of feeling. Sita would be living that way in the Kanakam of Lanka. She is that soul bird who is, kept captive, experiencing a lot of sadness, experiencing the emotion of separation from her beloved, longing to go back to Rama, waiting for Rama to rescue her from the hands of Ravana. And that Sita, who is beautiful to look at, who should be joyful in nature, now she is experiencing shedding tears. As a result, heat is being given out from her. And how does she look? She looks like a choked bird in the center of a forest. What a beautiful comparison here. Avyakta rekham iva chandra rekham pamsu pradigdham iva hema rekham shata prarudham iva bana rekham vayu prabhinnam iva megha rekham. So everywhere the pain is kind of portrayed here. So if you have a faint crescent moon, just a single line. Similarly, you have a spot which is completely covered with dust, and then you just see a golden line there. And Shataprarudam, so when you get hurt, you would see a scar there. Bana Rekham, a scar from the arrow. Vayu Prabhinna. So as the a line of cloud is seen when the Vayu wind is moving, Megha Rekham, a streak of lightning or a line of cloud is seen in Akasham. So the kind of pain and despair, silver lining, as we would say. So that is the kind Sita would be now in Lanka. So like a faint crescent moon, just one thin line. Dust, a place which is completely covered in dust, but then there is a thin golden line there. Hema Rekha. Rekha is line. Shata prarudham iva banarekam. When you're injured by an arrow and it kind of heals, you see a thin line of scar there. And as wind moves around in Akasham, a thin streak of the cloud, Megharekam, that is seen. So Sita, all these metaphors are used to describe the beauty of Sita also, right? She is described as though even if the moon has completely experienced waning, she is the thin line. Even if a place is completely filled with dust, she is still that golden, Hiranya Varanam, right? Hema Rekha. Even if there is a scar, she is the healed scar. So you can actually interpret it the other way around here. And even the sky, when the sky is fully filled with wind, we can see a streak of cloud there. So she is like the silver lining that one can observe in Lanka. Sitam apashyan manuja ishwarasya pamsu shamita. Ramasya patni. Sorry, I'm having I hurt my finger and I'm using the mouse, and mouse is too sensitive. If I just move it a little bit, it's getting clipped. Sitam apashyan manuja ishwarasya Ramasya patni vadatam barasya babhuva dhukka abhihataha chirasya plavangamaha manda iva achirasya. So Hanuman until now has not seen Sita. Sitam apashyan, having not seen Sita. Manuja Ishwarasya belongs to, she is the wife of the best amongst the men, and Ramasya Patni, Rama's wife. Vadatam Barasya, and the greatest amongst the speakers. Vadatam. Bhabuva. So he was actually experiencing dukkam, a lot of sadness, sorrow. Why was he experiencing it? Why was he struck with it? Because for a long time, Hanuman has not been able to spot Sita yet. So he feels like it has taken almost a yuga looking for Sita. So he suddenly became manda. He became kind of dull and dejected instantaneously, achirasya. So until now, he was enjoying the sight of Rakshasas and Rakshasis, enjoying the moonlight and how the shine brings about a lot of joy in that place. But suddenly Hanuman is taken to Sita, his sole purpose of his visit. And he is thinking that having not seen Sita, who is the Patni of Rama, who is such an eloquent speaker, he is struck by sorrow. Instantaneously, he experiences dejection, dullness. He feels drained. And how is he going to deal with it? That will be in the next sarga. So we all experience this moment, this kind of moments in our life where we feel we have taken efforts to do something, and at the end of it, we don't see the phala at all. And it can be extremely disappointing. For me personally, I was working on a project in my office. It was like a 120-hour project over a 4-week period. And one fine day, we found out that something won't work and we had to scrap the entire work that I had put in. It was last Monday. So the entire Monday, I was feeling so disappointed, right? But then this is one among the projects that you work, and then it's a learning that comes out of it, the interaction with your customers, the kind of interaction, new things that you learn along with your peers. So you have to look at those positive things. And I was very off on Monday because something that I passionately worked on for a long time. So very similarly, I'm sure each of us have, this is my most recent episode, so I'm just sharing it here. I'm sure each of us, even as simple as cooking, right? We spend like 3 hours, 4 hours passionately coming up with, a tasty dish, and it doesn't turn out that way. We feel so disappointed. So, and then you experience the disappointed, you experience the dejection, kind of sadness. Oh my God, it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, even though you did everything the right way. And then you process the dejection, you accept it, you understand, you accept it, and then you move forward. That moving forward will be the next sarga. I think even though high level, it seems like a general Rakshasa Rakshasi darshanam, I think it has like, I think every sarga has like an underlying meaning that we have to try and decipher and see if we can relate. Like, whenever we are trying to tackle something, paying attention to little things, watching about little things, trying to assimilate what is being present to us. And even if it is something that can be distracting in nature, not giving into distraction, and focusing on what our lakshya is. And here Hanuman also is being very empathetic, right? He himself, being a celibate person who does not have a partner, is able to see all these couples there in a love mood, and he is able to relate to Sita, how much she must be lamenting for Rama, given that they have such love for each other. Sita was ready to give up the entire Rajyam and just come with Rama. And it's not 1 or 2 days or even 1 year, 14 years trying to be with Rama. All she wanted to do is, experience the Dampati bhavam with each other. So he was able to, you don't have to experience something to be empathetic. And I think that is also another takeaway from here, that only when you experience some kashta, then you will be able to experience another person's kashtam, right? It doesn't work that way. We all can exhibit empathy in a way, even when it is something that we have not experienced. I think, it just struck me that, that could be another takeaway from here, that at that point, Hanuman was able to understand how much Sita must be lamenting for Rama. I will upload the remaining 14 shlokas, the individual verses, the sets of 10 are also there. I will also upload the entire Sarga. I will see if I can fix that one particular, it's a lot of effort doing a spot edit on a previous recording. I'm not promising, I will give it a try. If it works out, then we can use that with the split version. Which number was that? I can't remember. The varnaha, the different kinds of colors that are being exhibited, Shasha Lakshma Varnaha. So that one, I'll see if I can split and give it. Astu. Thank you all for joining. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om Tatsat Mahapariva Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara Har Har Shankara. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hanuman. Thank you all for joining. Please keep practicing. Please keep practicing. Ram Ram.